Hello everyone, my name is Marcus Kander. I'll be explaining today how to solve momentum problems that involve two-dimensional collisions. For this question, you're asked to calculate the velocity of a green ball after it collides with a blue ball. You're told that the blue ball has a mass of 0.4 kilograms and is traveling at 4.3 meters per second east before the collision. You're told that the green ball has a mass of 0.26 kilograms and is traveling at 2.5 meters per second north before the collision. After the collision, the blue ball travels at a velocity of 1.7 meters per second east 15 degrees north. The first step to solving this question is to break the velocity of the blue ball following the collision into its x and y components, as shown here. The y component will be equal to 1.7 sine 15, which is equal to 0.45 meters per second. The x component will be equal to 1.7 cos 15, which is equal to 1.64 meters per second. The second step to solving this problem is to identify the variables that were given in the question and separate them into their x and y direction. For the x direction, you're given the following information. Vg is 0 because the green ball doesn't move in the x direction, it only moves in the y direction. Now that you have organized your data, set up your equation for conserving momentum. The equation should look like this. The total momentum before the collision should be equal to the total momentum after the collision. This happens because of Newton's third law, which states that for every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction. After you have set up your equation, just plug in the variables that were given to you in the question, and rearrange for Vg prime, as shown here. Your final answer should be Vg prime is equal to 4.08 meters per second east. After you have finished with the x direction, repeat the exact same process for the y direction. For the y direction, you're given the following information. Vb is 0 because the blue ball does not move in the y direction, it only moves in the x direction. After you have set up your equation, just plug in the variables that were given to you in the question and rearrange for Vg prime, as shown here. Your final answer should be Vg prime is equal to 1.73 meters per second north. The last step to solving this question is to use Pythagorean theorem to find the magnitude of the resultant velocity of the green ball, as I've shown you here. You should get 4.4 meters per second for the resultant velocity. To determine the direction of the velocity, use inverse 10 to find the angle, as I have illustrated here. You should get 23 degrees for your angle. Now that you have these two pieces of information, just combine them together, and your final answer should be 4.4 meters per second east 23 degrees north. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or want me to clarify anything, please leave me a message in the comments and I'll respond to you as soon as possible.